Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Welcome in, 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. Robert alongside David Collier. Lucas White behind the glass today. We're back from Big 12 Media Days, officially in all of our proper spaces and spots. David, you looked good in Frisco. I saw you walking around a couple of times in the suit.
Yeah, thanks.
Camera on the shoulder most of the time.
Yeah.
One time you had it off the shoulder. The rest of it you were working
aimlessly wandering around.
Did the tripod work out for you?
It did. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
it provided a stable camera or phone for 30 minutes, which is exactly what it was needed for.
Good. It's a little bit tricky to put together. You gotta.
Yeah, like the bottom part.
You gotta really stick it on the.
Yeah.
The center.
I got it back in there though, so hopefully it didn't appear that I had broken it.
No.
Yeah.
Jamie could not figure it out, which is why I asked if you.
Yeah. I eventually.
Probably,
I've dealt with tripods a little, and some janky ones at that. So
that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Figured if there was anyone who'd
know how to work
a tripod, because I was gonna tell you, and then I think I was on air at the time or coming back from break or whatever.
No,
I was gonna give you a pointer, but I figured you figured it out.
I was in a hurry anyway. I was gonna make it work anyway. I was on hold for our show for 10 minutes. So
you might have needed it for 40.
Well, when I picked it up from you guys, I was still waiting to start the show, so that's why I was running off to a different location. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Best moment from Media Day. With something you produced or otherwise.
Oh, best moment. You know that there was a lot of energy drinks left over.
There were a lot of. Did you get a pallet on your way out? Did you get a backpack?
I did. I got a couple of backpacks.
Got a backpack. Yeah.
I don't know if you were still there whenever we left. We left around about 6:00 on Wednesday, and they just had the box of backpacks left there. And I was like, "Can I take two?" And she was like, "You can take the whole box." We didn't, but they didn't want to carry anything out. But somebody in our office might have a nice stash of energy drinks for a while.
Yeah, I should have grabbed more. We left right at 6:05.
Yeah,
because we were on until 5:55.
Trying to think of, that's the thing, Robin. I was telling Lucas I'm running around so much that I don't get to hear much unless I'm getting video of a specific thing.
How about Joey doing the Leach quote?
Yeah, that was funny.
Good.
It was unfortunate because it was like a 3-part story.
Yeah.
So he did that, to start the day, and then he went and got some coffee. So when he was on the podium, I was like, "There's no way he's going to do this." So I'm going to rush him afterwards. And where was the impression? And I did that, but we had 2 cameras. One of the cameras, the audio was not working right, but I got him. He's like, "Oh man, I know. I'm so sorry. I was going to put that in there and make it like a 3-part story." Whenever he did do I guilted, and it didn't work as well. It would have been better with the other one because you could see me kind of forcing him to do it. Yeah, it was not a great impression.
No.
It was more of a recollection.
Right.
But I assumed that Joey McGuire's not good at impressions, but he at least tried to do it, so that was entertaining. I'm trying to think of Eric Morse's shoes, which I'm really disappointed I didn't get video of. Like black loafers with like gold, I don't know.
Tip?
Well, no. It was like where I don't wear shoes like this, so I don't know how to explain it. Like a penny loafer, like that front part is like a clasp on the front of it. He had no socks on. If he did, he had those little booty ones where you can't see.
Like a buckle on the tongue of the shoe?
Yeah, it was like a buckle. It wasn't much of a buckle.
Would you say it looked like an elf shoe?
You know what? Now that you say that, maybe. I'm not going to tell him that.
Morse the elf.
I'm not going to tell him that. Interviewing Eric Morris, and that might have been entertaining, and then getting text messages that I was on ESPN interviewing Eric Morris, which was funny.
Oh, I saw that.
It was also humorous. I asked them to do that, and they were like, yeah, he's got to go on ESPN, just do it real quick. And I was asking him questions, and then I just started talking to him, so it took longer, and I kept asking questions because it was more, I thought, a conversation. And then I got to ask about Mike Leach, and in the middle of the answer, a lady just grabs him by the back and says, you got to go. So he went and did the ESPN interview.
Yeah.
And he came down the stairs, and I was like, can I finish the Leach question? And he's like, yeah.
I will say, everyone we asked to talk to was very nice and either saying yes or no. At the end of day one, we sent Brendan over because Brett Yormark was standing there to get Brett Yormark on. And Brendan stood there while Yormark was talking to somebody else. Brendan stood right behind Brett Yormark for like 5 minutes. And then as the first guy was leaving, another guy swooped in front of Brennan and said, thanks for answering my question this morning. And Brennan was like, oh, I have a real question to ask. Would you get out of the way?
Yeah.
And then when Brennan stepped in to talk to him, Yormark's handler was like, hey, what are you doing? What do you need?
Yeah.
Why are you standing here for 5 minutes, Creepo?
Yeah, why are you hovering? I did catch up with like Rich Rod when he was walking out, and his little SID was with him, like, what are you doing? I was like, hey, coach, nothing, I'm not, but what was going through your head when Joey went on that rant at the coaches meetings? Because you're sitting there and you're like, he was like, I was just laughing. I was living it up. I was like, you just looked like you wanted to get out. He was like, oh, nope, I was enjoying it. It was the greatest. I was like, keep going. This is great.
That was the question I wanted to ask Rich Rod.
Oh, he was all about it. He said, I loved it. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, I guess at one point in the last week we were asking, what would you ask a certain coach? And that's the one I wanted. Eric Morris, every time you walk by our table, he was like, oh, yeah, the double T, let's stop here. And they were like, no, move on.
That Collier guy took all your time.
We tried to get him twice, and they were like, yeah, we're coming. And then, no, they would just rush him by, and he'd be like, no, wait, we said we were going there.
I want to do that one because I know they're going to be nice to me.
Yeah, so I don't know. I thought we were going to get Eric Morris, but I thought the players did really well in their interviews. I thought they took a good group of guys. And then obviously Joey is what do you think? The first day was just so much more energy.
Well,
and I don't know if we were all just tired as media members the second day, but also the coaching in teams split was odd.
The split was really weird. You have to separate BYU and Texas Tech up, or at least put Arizona State on day two. And I think what their problem is maybe they don't want to put Arizona and Arizona State on the same day. But nothing against Coach Brennan. Put Dillingham on day two. The energy, it's like Joey Jr. with his energy and that suit that he was wearing. Yeah, you have to split those guys up. To have your top three coaches, entertainment-wise, on day one, and then throw day two out there.
Well, the second day was several new guys as well.
Yeah, three new guys.
I don't know. And Colin Klein.
It's kind of robotic.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't.
And Jimmy Rogers is like boring Matt Campbell.
Yes. Boring Matt Campbell.
I'm gonna have to go get my quotes from Jimmy
Morgan Scally was apparently funny in breakouts, but I never heard him.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the podium.
He was not very good at the podium, but he does good interviews.
Yeah.
I've seen interviews from him.
He's probably scared.
All right, more after this. 147 scores at the end of the bench.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back, 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. Time for the question of the day to get your answers on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Of course, we'll get David Collier and Lucas's answers as well. The Rangers and Astros play this weekend, but starting on Monday, this is the board. Monday, 7 o'clock home run derby. Tuesday, 6 o'clock All-Star game. And then maybe 3 or 4 times a year this happens, but we've got blank days. Blank.
Yep.
On Wednesday, Thursday, here on our radio stations. So my question for you guys, when there's no sports on TV, what do you do? Do you unplug? Do you get to take a day? Obviously, some of us are still preparing for shows and whatnot, but what do you do when there's no sports in a dead time like this? How do you take advantage? Or do you feel lost, independent?
I'm sure there's still something on. You know what I'm saying? Right? There's got to be something.
Well, yeah, you could watch the WNBA. Was that your answer? You want to watch the WNBA? Or
No, I didn't say that.
I think there are certainly in this
Summer League.
particular
There we go.
year.
Summer
in this
League.
particular year, there's like World Cup and stuff going on. The
July.
spirit of the question, David Collier, in a dead time in July. What are you doing without the sports you actually like? Jesus.
What do you? I mean, but Charlotte plays on that day, the 15th.
Okay, so you're going to
I'm gonna
other
watch,
sports.
I'm going to watch Christian Anderson play.
So when sports you like aren't on, you're going to watch sports. That's fine.
That's yeah. Sorry, I made it a little too difficult. I was just trying
What
to
a
fill a little
surprise.
time. I was just trying to fill a little time. I probably will watch a movie that I haven't been able to watch. You guys were telling me to watch
You
a
should
movie.
watch Vikings.
Vikings.
No, it's
Do it.
it's a show. It's a show.
How
You'll have
many?
to
How many
commit.
shows?
You'll have to commit.
How many shows?
What do you mean? How many episodes?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh,
I think it
so
was
it's
on
like
for several
seasons?
seasons. Yeah.
Oh, no way. No way.
But I would just watch the first season, and it's fine. You get the story. Maybe 2 seasons.
No. How many episodes in a season?
Let me go back.
Lucas, what do you do whenever there's no sports on and in the spirit of the question type deal?
In the spirit of the question, I might go ahead and buy EA College Football because I haven't bought that yet. So probably purchase that and start a dynasty or start my road to glory, do something on college football.
I will say, in the little social media that I've consumed in the last couple of days, apparently there's some kind of, issue with the new 2027. You got to spend a little money to be good.
I've started the game. I got home, played it yesterday. I actually played a game at midnight when I got home because I couldn't sleep after the car trip. So I beat Baylor just in an offline game. And then I started a Road to Glory just to see what it was like because you can be an edge now.
Mm-hmm.
So I started an edge Road to Glory. I just was like, oh, I'll just play for like an hour. So I set up that I was a 5-star, right? Played fine. I'm like a low 4-star by the time the high school season ends because you got to do all the specific things, and I don't know how to do all the pass rush moves they wanted me to do. I was just trying to play, right?
Yeah.
But you get to the end, so I'm a 4-star. In last year's game, that would set you up as like a 75, and you get points to use. And then if you pre-order, you get even more points, and you could be like an 80 to start your college career.
Yeah.
Because you're just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
It's an offline game mode.
Mm-hmm. That's the only way I play it.
We don't care, right? We're not trying to grind and earn all this Ultimate Team money. We're not trying to open up packs. I just want to play offline. I want to be 99. I want to be good.
Yeah.
And I want to have success. I'm just playing a stupid little game to take my mind off stuff. I get through with this 4-star thing. I'm an edge rusher, right? I was a 60. And then I spend all these pre-order points and deluxe points and all this stuff because that's just what I do. I order the game. I was like a 62. And the stuff's way more expensive now with your little things you earn. It's harder to earn. It's incredibly slow. And every time you want to upgrade, it's like, you could buy more points. You could buy more. You could do it. Hey, you don't have enough right now, but you could have enough right now if you want to buy your points.
See, that's...
Which is annoying. So you don't have to.
But
you also can only be like half as good if you don't buy. If you don't buy upgrades in Dynasty, I was reading the other day, it'll take you 120 playoff runs to reach your peak coach number. That's how slow it is.
120.
You have to coach for 120 years or something stupid. The
They
math is
want
off.
you to keep playing as long as
Well, they want you to spend money.
you want.
Yeah.
They want you to play 10 years of a dynasty like you always did, but they want you to spend $100 extra on the game or more. So it's if you haven't bought it and you really want the new players and whatnot, do it. If you like Ultimate Team, I know Lucas does.
That's where you spend the money.
Go ahead. Well, I just play the little challenge.
But I don't like the whole you have to spend money on the Dynasty and the RTG.
Oh, I just play the little challenges in Ultimate Team. If you like doing that, if you like the new players, buy it. If you're just trying to play offline and don't want to, just play last year's game. Don't buy the new one.
I think that's probably what I'll do.
Yeah.
Even though my son will probably want the other one, but
You can.
we're not buying any stuff if you're watching at home.
I would assume, you can still update the rosters somehow with the new players.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was really hard to figure out last year.
Yeah.
I'm sure with this microtransaction stuff, somebody's figured it out.
There's mods that you can.
Yeah, somebody can mod something if you can. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like
Firecrack
the
or
old school
whatever. I don't know what they call it.
memory card setup, like back in the day.
Man, you remember when you could order through the mail PS2 memory card with the rosters
with the
from
rosters on it,
year
and then we would just all like pass it around, and
Yes.
that was the way to do it.
$5 and you're buying some guy's SIM card for and then he's ripping 17 of them off and selling them all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the way to do it. The good old days
awesome.
when you didn't have NIL in the middle of your football game either, apparently.
So I've not started a dynasty yet. I'll still play the game, and I'll probably play online. We'll probably start a dynasty, but man, I'm not gonna do another Road to Glory.
That's
don't
annoying
wanna-
because that's the only time
yeah.
I play. Like I play Road to Glory,
Yeah,
and then I'll do the dynasty mode, but I don't really play. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's frustrating. Oh well. I guess I've got more time to watch Vikings. Is that what it's called? Or The Vikings?
Vikings. Clint said Vikings is fine. It's rated 8.5 here. 8.5.
Well, I mean, if he's saying it's just fine, I don't know if I need to waste my time on it and give it the nickname. Does he still go by that nickname? No?
Looks like 9
I gave him
episodes
that
a
nickname.
season.
Actually, maybe I didn't, but I thought I did. He was given that nickname when I was on the show. How about that?
I will say if you just watch season 1, you probably do think it's just fine. It really gets going in season 2. Like, season 2, 3...
No.
Just watch season 2 and 3. Just start in season 2. You'll figure it out. Season 2 and 3, really, really good. Peak Vikings.
Horse
Peak
name.
Vikings.
Horse name. It's not great, but I haven't been able to say horse name in a while.
We'll check the calendar on the other side.
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. Doing some trivia. We've got a face mashup here that's really stumping us. The audience can't help us out with that, though. They can help us out with anything else they want to do. You can hit us up on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. It's brought to you by Yates Flooring Center. That's why it's at the first of the name there. You can also give us a call at the Visual Edge IT hotline, 806-771-0973. You can find that chat line on the apps, brought to you by Happy State Bank, or on the website, doubleTSportsNetwork.com. You can also find us on social media, youtube.com/doubleTSportsNetwork, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and the like. All right, let's check the calendar here, Lucas.
Your daily look at what's happening in the world of sports, birthdays, and holidays. Let's check the calendar.
We also had lots of answers on the what do you do when there's no sports on TV, just because the chat line didn't need an explanation for the question. It's National French Fry Day, David. What's your favorite kind of French fry? Do you like the In-N-Out French fry?
That's probably one of my least favorite.
I'll be honest, I don't remember liking them. I don't particularly enjoy French fries like that generally. I had some Wednesday, Tuesday. Really good.
I always get them
really good,
like extra crispy.
Yeah.
You can ask for them to be more because I don't know. I probably one of my least favorite fries. I think I might even like steak fries over those. Now, do I eat them?
Turtle bags, your favorite type of French fry?
Turtle bags? I'm not a big fan of the turtle bags. That's actually my son likes those. So whenever we eat at
get deja vu here.
The other establishment that has the waffle fries, I had waffle fries at a wing place that's not based here, but in East Texas.
Oh,
and I like their waffle fries. To answer your question, I think I like the traditional French fry, waffle fry too, but it depends on where it's at.
It's National Kitten Day.
What?
National Pina Colada Day.
That what's on your shirt? No, that's not what's on your shirt.
That's pink lemonade on my shirt.
Pink lemonade with a lime on it. That's weird.
A lemon.
It's green.
It's yellow. It's a green shirt.
I'm pretty sure that's a green lemon or a lime.
You know my 100% color acuity. It's a lemon. You're very close to me.
It's a lime.
It's also National Pick Blueberries Day. Pick Blueberries Day. Monday has two really good days that they'll probably celebrate. Can't wait for that. You want a spoiler alert? Is that a yes?
Yes.
It's National Beans and Franks Day on Monday.
It's the other way around.
This says Beans and Franks. What do you mean? Franks and beans? Is that what you say?
That's what they say in Something About Mary.
Franks and beans?
You ever seen Something About Mary?
Yeah.
That's pretty
long time ago.
Yeah, that's the
we always ate beanie weenies, so.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, what you buy in the can, beanie weenies. It wasn't weenie beanies.
I'm just quoting the movie, man.
And National Barbershop Music Appreciation Day, which I like a good barbershop quartet.
Quartet, yeah. Why is it always a quartet?
Is this a joke?
No.
Oh, I don't
I'm
know.
just asking. I mean, you're the one that's a fan of them.
I thought you were setting up a punchline. You know they call it a cornet. Hey, why is a milkmaid stool only 3 legs?
Why is that?
The cow's got the other one.
I'll see if I can come up with a punchline for that other one for Monday.
Okay, all right. I don't think I said that right. I think it's the cow's got the udder. That's what I should have said.
Yeah. That works both ways.
Cleaner.
Yeah.
You never want to dirty up the udder. If this texter has his way with the French fries, he goes animal style at In-N-Out. One of our party did go animal style. Yes?
I just got a text message from somebody about the turtle bags.
Did they get the bit, or was this the first time they'd ever heard turtle bags?
They didn't appreciate the bit. How about that?
I'm probably the only WNBA fan in here, but there are 11 senators that want to come up with a law that protects Caitlin Clark. This is the most asinine thing I've ever heard. I know it won't pass, but the thought of it is amusing. That's from Mr. B. What is going on in the WNBA? What is going on? You know, we did all those national days, and we didn't do the rest of the calendar. Why didn't you guys
I know.
What are you doing here?
We asked us questions like what kind of French fries we liked, and we want to answer the question since we didn't answer the question of the day right away.
How about some birthdays?
All right, rolling through the birthdays real quick. Phyllis Smith, actress. She's in Inside Out, and she's best known in The Office.
Phyllis, yeah.
76 years old. And then we got Urban Meyer turning 62. Antonio Brown, 38. Roger Craig, 66. Gary LaVox, 56. Lead singer for Rascal Flatts.
Life's a highway.
David Njoku, 30. Sofia Vergara, 54. And Abilene's own Jessica Simpson, 46.
I didn't know that.
Did you say Jessica Simpson's from Abilene?
Yep.
Texas?
Yep.
No way.
That's what I read.
No, I just never heard that.
Get a little peacock thing going on with your hair.
Really?
Little cockatoo.
Where? Oh, because I didn't fix my hair today because I left my hair product at work. So.
I just had never.
So you're gonna make fun of my hair?
No, I wasn't making fun of it. It just shocked me when I looked over.
On this day in 1997, gentlemen,
Yeah.
Hideki Arabu. Do you remember Hideki Arabu? You don't? Yankees pitcher?
No.
No, he made his major league debut, a 10-3 win over the Detroit Tigers. On this day in 1999, the U.S. beat China 5-4 in penalties to win its second Women's World Cup. Movies on this day, 1981, The Fox and the Hound. That's not, but I guess they're both 1981. Escape from New York. 1985, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. 92, Universal Soldier. Stop me when you found one that you actually like.
Those are all great
1996,
movies.
Harriet the Spy.
Yes.
98, Lethal Weapon 4.
Yeah.
98, Madeline.
Probably not.
2009, Bruno.
No, I never watched that.
I didn't watch it either. 2015.
I've never seen Borat either.
Really? 2015, Minions.
Universal Soldier, is that the... Who is that?
Dolph Lundgren.
Okay. Yeah. More after this.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Back on the end of the bench. If you're just joining us now, you can participate on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. When there's nothing on television, like on Wednesday, just a general question here. What do you watch when it's not sports? Is there something that you watch? Another general question. If you're watching right now on Fox 34 News Now, and you could see the color of Rob's shirt, is that green? Is that a green shirt?
Yes.
Okay, just wondering, because he just took a picture and posted on social media asking a question to all of his followers. Mm-hmm. And the lighting in here is a little questionable, and the lighting on his camera was a little questionable on his phone, so I just want to make sure that looks
Do I need
green.
to walk outside and take a picture?
Yeah, probably. You know what? It doesn't matter wherever you walk. Those are limes.
Do you think if we got on ladders and turned these studio lights to white instead of yellow, because there's an option to do that, you think it would look better in here?
I'm not a fan of the cool light.
It'd probably drive McGuire crazy.
It'll make it bluer. I don't like blue light. I don't like
warm is yellow.
Yeah, I like the warm. I like the warm look a little more than the cold yellow.
You like this look?
A little bit better. I don't like the way that we're currently glowing a little bit, but apparently I can't even tell. There was one shot where it looked like I was really tan. Or burnt, not tan. Are we looking into the camera now?
I did for a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, earlier I was just trying to throw a lob question and then you were taking it.
Well, yeah. Well, what we want to know is what do you watch, or what would you suggest that we watch on Wednesday, since it's the slowest day in sports?
Right.
That was all I was asking.
So you're saying I didn't ask it correctly? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, it was like a really long question at a media day.
It did.
You could tighten it up a little bit.
I should have standed up and asked again so you could answer it.
I wasn't even referring to that one. I wasn't referring. I was referring to 90% of the questions asked during.
I should have written it and read it. Is what I should have done.
Man,
a lot of people were doing that.
A lot of people were doing that.
Now, some of it might be nerves.
You know what I will say, as someone that asked a question up there, and I don't know what day one was like, but day two, there was a delay.
Yeah, bit of an echo.
There was a delay, and if you don't hold the mic right,
a lot of people off.
Well, it was not necessarily throwing me off, but whenever the mic stopped when I was asking a question, it messed me up. But I was holding the receiver at the bottom, which I did quite a bit as the scoreboard guy from time to time, and they would yell at me for that.
Yeah.
I hold the bottom of the mic instead of way up on the top of the mic. But, yeah, there was a delay, and then the mics weren't really working that well on day two. I did not read my question, though. And it was a question as well.
I raised my hands twice. Didn't get chosen either time. I tried to ask your question to Eric Morris. And was it Colin Klein? Maybe it was either Colin Klein or Jimmy Rogers. I was trying to get a question into Jimmy Rogers.
I tried to get a question into Sonny. Got one into Brent Brennan.
Yeah. Jimmy Rogers, toughness, precise clarity, defined focus, trust, purpose, and accountability. That's very Matt Campbell of him. His very defined quote.
Yeah, but quotes. he's got a little bit different look with his team. They're faster. They're going with a faster football team, not your typical.
Are they?
Corn-fed. That's what he said. Corn-fed. Bigger linebackers that could play a little quarterback if they needed to and beat some teams.
We've been making picks here on the end of the bench. We made some picks Monday. Let's breeze through a Baylor schedule here quickly. You ready? Baylor, we already have picked to win against Colorado, Kansas, and Iowa State. We have them losing to UCF, so we don't have as many games to pick. We'll start with the Auburn Tigers, and I believe this is in... Is it at Mercedes-Benz?
It looks like it, yes. Who is the Auburn quarterback?
Didn't Golish get the guy in from USF?
Yes, that's who it is, yeah.
Byron Brown.
Yeah. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Auburn to win that one.
I'll take Auburn as well.
I'll take Auburn by 50 maybe. Prairie View A&M. I'll take Baylor.
I'll take Baylor.
Baylor.
I also took Baylor over Auburn on accident. All right, so Louisiana Tech. Two former Texas Tech coaches going to go up against each other. Dave Aranda and Sonny Cumbie.
Man, this is tough for me.
Not for me. Sonny Cumbie.
Lucas?
Baylor.
I get to be the tiebreaker. Sonny Cumbie. I told you it was tough for me. I was hoping Rob would save us there, but nope.
All right, Baylor versus Arizona State at Arizona State. Lucas?
I'm going to go with Arizona State.
That too. We'll go with Arizona State. You got to be pretty confident in your football team when you're wearing that whatever burgundy and
so Joey and Kenny had similar jackets. Kenny went with the pants as well. I mean, it was a full plaid suit.
Yeah, it was a full plaid suit. It was.
Joey just had the plaid jacket. Now you're on TV a lot. You wear suits, jackets, ties. Somebody was saying Joey's plaid stripe didn't match, but that is just like the current landscape of fashion, right? I mean, he's just on the cutting edge.
It was just busy. Yeah, I would go with busy.
Yeah, I liked it.
I think with that suit choice, I would go with a solid tie. Yeah. But I'm more of a traditionalist. I would probably not wear that suit jacket.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's just a little like Kenny Dillingham's. Like when I was younger, I remember buying a suit similar to that and wearing it one time. And I was like, nope, that does not look right on me.
All right, we'll skip the rivalry for a second. Let's go at BYU.
Loss.
Texas Tech at home.
Loss.
At Houston.
Loss.
Yeah. And then the rivalry. So in the middle of the year, but here's the situation. Baylor. Oh, never mind. I thought we were going to get to 5 wins. Doesn't matter. Not going to make a bowl game. 4-7 right now. Baylor, TCU. I was trying to make them bowl eligible by beating TCU, but not going to work.
Not going to happen. They're not even
I'm
going to
take
TCU.
TCU.
You're going to take TCU?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sorry,
4-8.
Baylor. Sorry, Baylor. I tried.
And that's the end of the run right there. That's the end of the Aranda run.
All right, I'm going to give you an option here. We have UCF at 5-7 and Baylor at 4-8. I'm going to give you the option to flip this UCF game. Do you feel differently today about Baylor than you did when you were picking these UCF games?
I think the one thing is maybe DJ Lagway is a lot better when he's playing. Sorry. Don't get mad at me.
Without a straitjacket.
And not maybe potentially better defenses.
Oh, yeah. Why would I get mad at you?
There'll be somebody on the chat line that says that I'm a homer for a different conference.
No, H-Cop and Pajojo and all these minions will just say you're so right, David.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Why do I have minions?
Eufoma, all the SEC brigade.
Whatever choices burners are.
More after this.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. If you could have one person narrate the Paramount Plus documentary for Texas Tech, who would it be? If you could choose one voice to narrate, like Liev Schreiber does Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not getting Liev Schreiber. Would you go with the Red Raider in some respect? The guy off CSI or the Deep from... Actually, I don't know if he was a Red Raider. He was from Lubbock. What was his name? Chase?
You think the guy from CSI has a good enough voice to do that?
No, I was just trying to think.
Not that I'm saying he doesn't have a great
thinking
voice.
of Texas Tech people. What about Buddy Garrity?
Yeah, he probably would
Fit.
get the, yeah. I think of somebody else's voice that would probably work.
I think Buddy Garrity would be a good one. And he loves Tech football.
Yeah.
You want him on the show? We can get him on the show.
Yeah, you got his number?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't trying to name drop.
I didn't suggest that you were. I mean, you seemed kind of guilty there.
No, would you like to get him on the show? I could get him on the show, yes.
Sure.
But I can't think of his name. I can only...
You just said it.
Well, that's his character's name.
I know.
What is his name? I only know him as Buddy Garrity.
I think they call him the Bearcat. They don't. Actually, that's what the mascot's called, the Bearcat. By the way.
Brennan Riker was listening when we were talking about him. He said in all caps, "They're college-age people in those mascots." Who do you think goes to college, Brennan? Teenage girls go to college. They're freshmen, sophomores, maybe some juniors. They're still... Yeah.
Did he ever go talk to the monster girls?
No, we couldn't get him up to the monster girls were messing with the mannequins and helmets, and we were trying to get him to go up there to do something with the mannequins. And then we were sitting right by the monster machine, and we were trying to get him to go ask him questions or get to put the helmet on, and he never did it. He always found something else to do, which is fine.
He was doing work.
Yes, he did a lot of good work. You can see all the social media stuff we did. We'll be editing and putting that out. There's some scheduled today. Then all next week we'll be putting out clips and stuff. But we've had a good response. We appreciate everybody watching the YouTube interviews. If you ever stumble across this on YouTube and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You can see all of our stuff. We have clips coming out from shows. We have independent podcasts there with Red Raider Recon and Ask Level. Talking Baseball will return at some point. It's a fun YouTube channel, I would say. David is featured sometimes.
Not very much,
and then
which makes it better.
We have some shorts. I would be clipping us picking the games, but Choice got to it before we did, and I was already clipping theirs, and so I didn't want to. I didn't want to do two series at the same time.
Yeah, confuse everybody.
But
yet you would let Choice pick games on our show.
Well, you weren't here, and we were doing it on Mondays. But that's why I wanted to do it today, because you weren't here Monday. So we can do it now.
No, I appreciate that.
We're going to do another one when we come back afterwards. Also, I didn't think you'd care about missing Colorado and UCF.
Yeah, those are two of some of the...
Hey, I want your best coach performances at Media Day and your worst coach performances at Media Day. Let's take Joey out of it, because he's the best. He really does outclass everyone from a media perspective. I think Kalani Sitake is a guy that really...
He's likable.
He's likable. Yeah. He's not a flamboyant press conference, but he answers good answers.
Yeah.
And is thoughtful. And will talk to anybody who asks him to talk. Unless his handlers get in the way. And then they move him to the national people and not a little radio show out of Lubbock. I will say I did think we got snubbed a little bit more than I think we would have in previous years because we were double T 97.3.
Probably.
Like the TCU people basically said no way. They said it nicely, but they meant no way.
Yeah.
And the Oklahoma State people would just not let Eric Morris stop. He tried to stop 2 or 3 times.
So weird.
And they just were like, no.
Yeah.
We're going to On3 and Fox and ESPN, and
that's the way I did that.
We're going to talk to Sikkim 365, and we're going to talk to BYU TV, and we're going to walk by the double T table twice while we're going to these 2 tables, and we are not stopping with these guys.
Yeah. I just went straight to Eric.
Sure.
That's the way I did it.
When we even were like, oh, hey, Eric. Hey, look at the double T on our hat.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wearing a Monster hat, but...
I would go.
Also, I mean, he knew you from your time in Lubbock, right?
Yeah,
his time in Lubbock.
Yeah, I covered him in high school.
You're unaffiliated, basically. There, I mean, you're wearing a blue suit.
Yeah, well,
right?
yeah,
so
but I have a mic flag that says Red Raider Nation on it.
But his handlers might not see that before you.
But that's why I went straight to him and said, "Hey, can we do this?" And he goes, "Absolutely." And then he looked at his guy and go, "Hey, I'm going to do an interview with this guy afterwards."
Maybe that's what we should have done.
That's exactly the way you do it with that.
We should have gone that way.
That's why I grabbed Sonny when he walked off the podium to ask him about Mike and Eric before the SID could stop me.
And I thought we had some good questions for Sonny, and we wouldn't have been combative. And I really wanted Brett Yormark. I know he's not going around Radio Row because if he does one, he's got to do them all.
Yeah, he might go do one big one, but
he might have done some national guys, but. Yeah. I really wanted a couple of questions for Yormark, and I think we could have had a good conversation with him.
I did not get to talk to Kenny Dillingham, but I would put him very high up there as far as like energy of Joey.
Yes, Kenny is in a class with Joey at Media Days. I think he commands a room.
Yeah, he walks and he's besides the suit. I mean, he's having fun. He's interacting with people. He stopped next to a guy and they did their hand sign, and I mean, just he knows how to work the room.
I think Morgan Scally, in his first Media Day appearance, his breakout stuff, his one-on-ones, I think he's very good. I think he needs to get a little more confidence on the podium.
Well, the podium is if you don't understand it by watching the television broadcast because it's so. The cameras are really close on.
Yeah, and you're so far away from them.
That
you
podium.
Can't see where the people are.
The stage is probably what? almost the length of the width of a football field. Like,
it's a huge stage.
The little tiny table in the middle, way too many rows of seats for media that aren't filling all of them.
Maybe a 5-foot tall stage at least.
Yeah. It's a weird setup. It needs to be much smaller. The worst.
The first row of tables is 10 yards away at least.
Yeah.
So you might be asking a question from 30 yards away.
Like if you're sitting in the back row.
And then on a hash, yeah.
Because I think it's about 40 yards away from the camera deck in the back. And there's maybe like 8 yards to 10 yards for the last row. If you're the last row, you're 30 yards away.
Yeah. Oh, easy.
And you can't.
Yeah.
You can't see that person. You can't. I mean, that's a weird setup. I wish they would fix that. As far as Scott Frost is
the worst.
Like, he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to answer the questions. And I don't know, he could have had other stuff going on, but it looked like he had just rolled out of bed.
I didn't see Scott Frost at media days.
Yeah, he probably didn't work his way to the back there. Yeah. Unless there was
I was on there during his presser. I did not see him walking around. I saw every other coach.
Yeah, that would probably be ranking them. Then, Deion's whatever. He's entertaining, but what do you think of David Ubbins' question to him? Do you think he was trying to get that reaction that he got?
Was he the video game question?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's what I thought too.
I sat down to lunch at a table with David Ubbins. I said, "Hey, David, I'm Rob Breaux," and he said, "Huh," and looked away.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench time for Ask The Benchwarmers. We've picked 6 schedules of who we think are the bottom 6 teams in the Big 12. Would you agree? Baylor, Cincinnati, Colorado, Iowa State, Kansas, UCF. Those are the bottom 6 teams.
Yeah.
Now, you could argue maybe a West Virginia would be in the bottom 6, potentially, with all the freshmen they have.
Yeah.
But those are the bottom 6. And I think West Virginia is better than the bottom 6. I would probably put West Virginia in that next group. I don't know who else. Maybe Oklahoma State or TCU would be kind of that next grouping, Kansas State. But I do think there's a top 8 and a bottom 8. Really a top 10 and a bottom 6. 9, 7, maybe with West Virginia. I was trying to be nice to Lucas here.
West Virginia, I mean, other than changing their entire roster for a second straight year, right?
Yeah.
There's potential there.
So I'm looking at the rest of these, Collier.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona plays 2 of the bottom 6. Arizona State plays 3. BYU plays 5 of those teams.
Yeah.
They play Iowa State, UCF, Baylor, Kansas, and Cincinnati. They don't play Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Houston plays 4 of the teams. They also play West Virginia and Oklahoma State. Kansas State plays 4. Oklahoma State plays 4. TCU plays 3. Texas Tech plays 3. Utah plays 3. And West Virginia plays 3. BYU has the easiest schedule in the Big 12, right? Aside from Notre Dame. They play Utah Tech and Colorado State.
You think
they miss Houston? They miss Texas Tech. They don't. I don't know.
Did they play? Okay, go through the
BYU schedule is Utah Tech, Arizona, Colorado State, at TCU, Iowa State at home, Notre Dame at home, at UCF, Arizona State at home, at Utah, Baylor at home, at Kansas, Cincinnati at home.
I think they have better. Well, you both play Arizona and Arizona State.
You both play Arizona as Arizona State.
They have Utah.
They have them both at home. You have them both at home.
Yeah.
They play Utah on the road. They play Notre Dame at home, which is a better home game that you have in your non-con.
And both of those games are probably better than the rest of your other.
But they play 5 of the bottom 6. Missing only UCF. No, they play UCF. Who'd they miss? They don't play Iowa State. I think with the non-con, Texas Tech has one of the weakest schedules. And I have no qualms with that. I do have a little bit of an issue with how people present the SEC in the power rankings, the schedule ratings conversations, because they're all ranked and they play each other. It's kind of a
they're set
it's kind
up
of a circle.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
they get the opportunity to play teams.
Yeah,
and if you're playing all those teams, right, you're going to have a better schedule. It is what it is. Texas Tech has the worst schedule in the Big 12 because you know who they don't get to play? Texas Tech.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? If Georgia doesn't get to play Georgia, they still get to play Alabama, LSU, Florida, Texas, all these schools that people think highly of, right?
Yeah.
But Texas Tech also misses
but that
3 of the top 6.
You know what, though? That goes back to Cody Campbell's comments. Everybody else needs to elevate to that level.
Yes.
I mean, because
100%.
I mean, is Ole Miss necessarily great? No, but I mean, perception-wise, they're better than the majority of the Big 12 teams, right? And we've had this conversation throughout the summer. And that's partially the quarterback play. It might be different now that Lane Kiffin's not there. But even like Florida, not necessarily great, but you just say the name Florida, and Florida sounds so much better than Kansas State to me.
And they're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were there any questions to Satterfield about Swordsby? There was one, and he shut it down quickly. It was a 2-part question from the Cincinnati Enquirer.
Oh, he asked it so bad.
And he completely shut it down and ignored the second half of the question, which I thought was a decent premise. But he should have asked it differently. Yes.
Well,
he said, "Can you comment?"
Yeah, can you comment on the inquiry or whatever that was made?
No, I can't.
Don't say that. Let him say no comment.
Right.
So there was an inquiry,
option.
A report of an inquiry released earlier today.
Can you comment?
What are your thoughts on that? And then he said, "I can't comment on that." I mean, whatever.
And then his second one was, and does this provide a blueprint for maybe future dealings? Which I thought was a good premise, and then he just didn't even get to that because he said, "No, I can't comment." Next.
He should have not even. He knew he wasn't going to comment. You could have just said, "Hey, there was this inquiry that was reported earlier today. Is that the good blue?" And then maybe he said, "Well, I can't comment on it." But maybe he does answer it that way.
Would have loved for y'all to interview Satterfield. He would not have sat down with us.
Yeah,
we didn't even try.
Absolutely not.
I mean, I would have liked to talk to a bunch of Big 12 coaches. It just didn't seem like the SIDs wanted them at our table. Which goes into question for the Benchwarmers. Headlines seem to be a lot of whining about our beloved Texas Tech. From the boots on the ground perspective, was it as whiny as it was made out to be? No, I didn't get a lot of that. I certainly the first day was all about Texas Tech, it felt like.
Yeah.
But like we had cordial, I mean, aside from David Ubben, I had cordial dealings with all the other media. Now, I know a lot of these guys from Twitter or social media, so John Kurtz isn't going to be fighting with me.
No.
I know the Utah guys from doing Twitter Spaces or whatever else. They were both nice. I've been on the Locked On Houston guys podcast. He walked over to us and talked to us. David Smoke was nice over with the Baylor contingent. Now, he's got a Big 12 show, and with 365, he talks about everything.
Yeah.
It didn't really seem whiny. Now, again, we didn't get to talk to these coaches one-on-one on our radio shows. We did attempt to get a lot of them on, but some of these On3 quotes that have come out in the last couple of days that do seem really whiny, especially the article about the salary cap? I don't know. And then what did you think about the Big 12 poll that On3 put out for the who's going to win the Big 12 championship?
Is that the one that picked BYU?
Picked BYU, and then only 4 coaches picked Texas Tech to, like, I guess to win, and then 4 picked them to lose. Or maybe it was 2 to win and 2 to lose. You only had 4 votes or something stupid like that.
Yeah, I didn't see the poll, but somebody said, "Oh, BYU's picked it." I was like, "No, there's no poll."
Somebody
that must be what
somebody picked
referencing.
Iowa State to beat BYU in the Big 12 championship. Some coach.
Oh, good luck with that.
And I think it was Jimmy Rogers, because
Probably.
surely there wasn't like a "but you can't vote on yourself" kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for us. More sports talk after this, but it's the bottom line.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.